Yesterday, we'll get into it, and they were starting the T side there. Pick, of course, Vertigo, a map I didn't expect, to be honest with you.
Well, this is in the, I believe it was, we got a bit of a tussle here over towards A before I digress into too much of history. Cadian has taken a fight and got some information. A smoke deployed over towards Gap means there's no way forward for now. 1x bet odds aren't favoring Heroic, and you can understand why. Jocko's going to lead the charge here in towards B. He's got the bomb behind him, so they're going to be able to waltz in with a goosh. That's one way to announce your presence.
Yeah, Yabi will have the full-back defensive line at this stage. Call for the backup. The bomb's planted. Still a 5-on-5 as well. So this is heavily favoring the HEET squad. And even more so. That's a lovely shot from Jocko there. Confirms their stance here on the B bomb side. They're looking very good for this one. Retake might not be possible with no defuse gear here. Time is ticking away, and they'll start making their way towards the choke point here. Have to flush out Afro if possible, but he is decimating them as they come around the corner. Looking very comfortable here. TeSeS picks up a couple at least. Is that going to be enough? The bomb, about 10 seconds left on it, Chad. It looks like they're out of luck, out of time, and no hope remaining. It's just going to be Cadian looking to hold on to the armor if possible, but no fadeaway frags, and that's going to be a pretty clean one from HEET.
Yeah, either a miscommunication or a wrong assumption there from Heroic, right? As Yabi gets gooshed, he can't hold on to that line. Jocko jumps up, gets a free kill, nobody even acknowledging his presence as they're starting to look for a mid-fight during all of that. So that's how the entry goes down into the first round of play here. But I was trying to bring up the fact that their opening game for HEET was against ENT, and Vertigo was the second map picked by ENT, but it was the T side from HEET as they flicked over, where I was like, actually, you know what? They're starting to warm into things. It wasn't great, but it was better than
After
how
they got wrecked on Dust 2 as their first showing, right? So yeah, they started to look a bit better.
And that was, I was like, okay, so these are fish out of water. It's just going to take a while for them to find their footing. We got fish and feet and water, so you guys can do the maths on that one. But that nade, not bad for a lick of damage there to multiple members of Heroic. Well placed, sorry, onto HEET from Heroic.
There we go.
It all makes sense, I promise.
But up against these Danish Deagles, of course. Just trying to get some basic control of the B steps, which they're happy with for now. They're going to keep those CTs on this side of the map. Smoke's being deployed. Trying to retake the position if possible. Maybe boosting over. Have got one more flash remaining, but that's on the back of Cadian.
There it goes. Oh, well, that's a cleanup. Jocko's got down. A rifle they can scoop up here. Now they have a minute on the clock to work. HEET scratching their head. Body was a hero yesterday for them in certain situations. Might need to be it again. Tagged up with Afro as they're starting to crawl up the ramp. Way towards headshot. Flush anybody out, but a one-way deployed. Fortunately, Body's ahead of that. Another nade lands. Body, you need another kill here because you've been tagged. There's so much strife on the site here and through the smoke. You will find TeSeS. Still need to get in and get that bomb down.
Yeah, anyone's round at this stage, but Body, very low HP indeed. Can't quite connect the shot here. Cadian rattles off scout bullets through the smoke, but the bomb is planted. The retake is on. They have an AK-47 up against a low HP Body, Exercise and Jax here. So, once again, as you'd imagine, no kits available. No utility on the T side, though, so it already comes down to this AK-47, but Yabi can't control the situation, and it's going to be advantage towards HEET once again.
That's all Body. The fact that he's able to get so much damage done on that MAC-10, these last two members, they're hanging around, but not for much longer. Exercise will take down Shush, and after that grenade, I called it a lick, maybe a little bit more so. There's three players limping around the map at that point. They will salvage this. Cadian hoping to get a kill on the way out the door, but needs to just hold on to this scout, and there you have it. HEET survive.
They absolutely do. That was technically a 5-on-3 at one stage as well, but his Body with the MAC-10. Just managing to force his way on towards the A bomb site there, finding the kill towards elevators through the smoke. That was the changing point of the round, really. Not really much you could do about it. That was a lovely grenade. That was the 5-on-3 scenario, but at that stage, they managed to regain control, close things out stylishly, and they are going to have the 2-0. Presumably the full eco now for Heroic. They've got that saved scout, of course, so a P250 purchase for stavn, but that's about it. And we've got a bit of a mid-stack from the CTs. Just going to be pushing through towards T-Spawn, maybe trying to get them in the backtracks here, but Exercise, lovely grenade, and he'll be more than ready for this one as he sets himself up in T-Spawn.
Oh, this is a bit cheeky here to assist over towards B with a couple of flashes there, but pushing through mid. What is this audio? This is
one of the most recognizable faces, not only when it comes to Danish,
we've got a bit of,
all right,
a bit of content,
like a movie right here.
Yeah, trailers before the film comes out.
Yeah, you get intermission here in Malta in the cinema, so maybe that's one of those that are going on right now. We'll try and return you to regular programming by the gun rounds, guys, but this is getting interesting. We'll do it from the darkness as it's a 3-on-4 situation with Shush on 1 HP. So they want to hold on to these upgraded rifles they've scooped up. It's an AK and a Galil. That'll go tidy into the next round. And I think that's the call that's come through here.
It's a nice score, to be fair. 2 rifles, one of which is the AK-47 for Yabi as well. So an expensive round for HEET, I would say, but they're absolutely fine with it. They've still got 3 players remaining, and they're going to have 3-0 on the T side of Vertigo. That's a very nice place to be, if you ask me. And Afro goes down as well, so another gun available. And that's just going to be Desert Eagle, unfortunately for Cadian. At least upgrades his pistol to go with the Scout.
Okay, well, they definitely have the guns required now to contest, and a few of those rounds were looking shaky for HEET. But
drop the AWP maybe for the Scout?
I was going to bring up the fact that HEET, when we see them in these early stage and halves, always like to go fast, right? Remember when they were playing Dust 2?
Sure, absolutely.
Nuke was the same. So let's see if they want to do something of a similar ilk here. You've got Body with a Mac 10. He could have definitely bought an AK. He's got 4.9k, so wanting to rock with it. Fast up the ramp here, and wow, everybody's biffing ahead of each other. Cross through the smoke right now. TeSeS and Cadian, they'll deal the most damage and stalled out immediately. Afro gets one back, but I feel it's too little too late.
I don't know. Afro looks like he's poised for another one, potentially. The smoke's starting to fade now. He'll be there for the first interaction. Love this spot from Yabi. It's all about the timings here. We'll see who comes out on top. He's got 2 players in front of him. Will they be pre-aiming the position? Time will tell. And down he goes. Couldn't quite find the shot he was looking for. And this is right back in favor of HEET. Excellent work from Exercise. And just Shush remaining, but he is nowhere to be seen. Miles away from the situation. Bomb to be planted on the A bomb site, and he couldn't be further away.
They just peeled Heroic apart right there. All the kills, the duels, like that's what Heroic want, right? They want to take the fights right there. They just get caught off guard.
And again, Chad, another 5-on-3 situation melts away. Heroic got the first 2 kills, and they end up losing the round in a 3 versus 1.
Well, if it's a lot of heads-up Counter-Strike, one of the things we've definitely noted with HEET is the individuals are there, right? Afro's had his moments. I think that Jax has shown that he's still sharp as attack.
Yoko started to come online as well. Yesterday, he had a quiet tournament, but yesterday he looked very good.
Body's shown some impact there as the in-game leader. Even Exercise had moments on Nuke as well. So everybody on this HEET team has had a moment or 2 throughout ESL Pro League Season 16. If it comes together against Heroic today, we already know the group is wide open. We had TeSeS wrapping the potential outcomes for this one, and they're wild. They're all over the place and intertwined. It's a bit of a odd relationship we've got going on here for Group C, but it's entertaining. You can't argue with that.
This was the turning point. Yabi, very unfortunate with the timings there. Maybe had to be a little bit more active at the peaks. They get way too close, and checking that position, he was absolutely done for. So an early tactical timeout used by Heroic, giving young Richard a chance to chime in. Exist.
Yes, indeed. The coach of no expression.
That's sometimes the way you want it. He's always going to be at the same level, you know?
That's true.
Not going to be on the roller coaster
of Heroic.
Exactly. He's always going to be calm and pointing in the right direction.
I wonder what he thinks. Do you think he thinks they're a proactive or a reactive team?
I don't even want to get into that whole situation, Chad.
I think that they're an active team.
An active, just generally active.
They're quite active.
Yeah. They're always up for a fight, a duel, and we'll see whether they can bounce back here. They do have the AWP for the first time. They did throw away that scout before, but now Cadian with the real sniper rifle. As we see them enter round number 5, take a tactical timeout. We'll see where Cadian's going to position himself. He's actually towards middle to kick things off. As I normally say, the mid area doesn't get a whole lot of love from the T side, only when they're trying to mix things up. It's normally towards the A ramp at the B steps. You'll see the defaults, if you will, run. That's a little bit frustrating for Body.
It was so slippery, you could tell he wanted to jump up there in towards Gap and take this short control through the smoke, but as soon as he gets licked by the flame, he has to drop back and runs all the way through it like Tony Robinson right there, but not with the great success and definitely without the rousing speech to get everybody excited because HEET, this is a 2v5. They pulled off a 3v5. This one would be quite something. Jax and Exercise, the final 2 remaining, plenty of time, the bomb and utility, but they'd have to isolate a lot of fights to make this one possible.
Well, let's see what's available to them, Chad. We've got Shush just investigating towards middle, just confirming that no one's loitering, holding towards T-spawn, and it looks pretty clear to me. As we'll have 50 seconds remaining. Nice little double stack here towards the short position. Getting down the ladder, it seems. As Jax, I feel like he's got the chance here, but TeSeS 1 step ahead of him, and that should be the round confirmed at this point. That definitely does it. Cadian, lovely shot there towards the ramp. A clean sweep for Heroic to post their first round on the CT side.
Well, another buy available here for HEET, so let's see if they can respond. It is a great base for them to work with, the 4-0 into 4-1 lead that they still have to their name, and this was the issue, right? Just having to brave the flames the whole way back. That is a bad death to be giving away, all things considered. And then another piece of utility lands perfectly there. So Util damage doing a lot for Heroic in their first round. They have been able to salvage a few AKs here to carry through. And when you're talking about mid, what about a run boost? It's going to be Jocko around the world here. It's a swift trip, it's a nice landing, and nobody wants to oblige. They flash forward and they fight from two angles here on the site. Really trying to batten down the hatches towards B, and again, Util damage through the roof.
That is brutal for Body. Hasn't even seen anyone yet. He's down to 13 points of health. Afro will try and reply in kind there with a bottle of flames of his own. And he's gone one step further, Chad. That's an orb headshot through the wall. You love to see that.
The spam, you see players doing it all the time. The amount of times it lands, very infrequent. The amount of times it gets a kill, I haven't seen that too many times at all. So Afro,
beautiful. That's
what we want to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Rattles Heroic down to their core. Where did that come from? That was the AK-47 as well. Big kill to find, and all the time in the world now. Back up towards the ladder. Maybe investigating those options towards middle. We've got 3 players there in total. In terms of CT presence, nothing at all, Chad. So mid is wide open.
This is another variation of this top scaffolding Molotov that's being lined up here from Afro. We've seen different variations, and he can actually combo some flashes with this. So Yabby will be held at bay, and this will keep the eyes trained on A. There's 3 individuals here for now, starting to rotate back. They've worked out that... Oh, no, they haven't. They haven't rotated back at all. It's just Shush. I think he's dead to rights here. They're just going to creep their way forward. Exercise will get a spot on him now, and at this point, dead. Round done. 5-1.
It all stems off that wall bang to open things up there, and that should be it. Not even worth going for it, I would say. 4 versus 3, and Heroic just have to fall back and hold towards the A ramp there. Lovely work. Mid control. Fully available for Heat there. They managed to split towards the B bomb site. And Shush, you're right. There was literally nothing he could do. If he pushed towards the B steps, he'd find a duel, a T waiting for him. He falls back towards spawn. He's got 3 terrorists coming up towards the construction area. So maybe a push once they lost so much information, but still unlikely he would have come out on top.
Okay, well, we do have a bit of lull in gameplay here, as it looks like Heat will allow them to save onto these 3 rifles. As far as the finances go, Yabby can drop one. I believe that Cadian will be able to do the same. So there'll be another purchase available, but here is the highlight of the round. Wall bang, straight to the wall. Bang! Check that one out.
Round was decided almost.
Yeah, and TeSeS, what can you do about that? There's really no response available.
It's very unfortunate. Normally we just take a body shot there, but he gets it straight in the dome. And we get into round number 7. Starting to get a bit problematic at the scoreline for Heroic. The money's still fine, as Chad mentioned. They still have 1 buy in the tank as well. Need to see them really come online here. Do we just go back to the battle at A ramp, or do Heat have other ideas? Bomb on the back of Afro. Drops it by the bridge as they cross over.
Oh, Jocko. He's the one this time taking a bunch of damage. 21 points of health out the gate. His body in the previous who got burnt down and hasn't caused them an issue just yet. They can still find this opening pick. They'll be sitting pretty. Afro trained again, and Warper's in this area. It's never easy. Jocko's been able to sneak his way through. I don't think Shush was ready for that. There's an opening pick again, so the low HP, but we'll be able to profit. Cadian will not be flashed off the line. Afro can see something, and a warning shot means they've seen enough.
Well, the individuals are certainly delivering for Heat so far. Very nice opening kill there from Jocko. Another 5-on-4 in their favor. Just looking at the catwalk now. It does favor the T side. You get clearer vision. For now, just a shot across the bow. Warning to Yabby that they might be coming in his direction.
Let's see, they're going to look to Seesaw here. They can apply a bit of pressure towards A and... Oh, maybe not at all. They're still just posturing, and the fight's actually coming their way, so... Reacting to the man down. Heroic are looking for some information. Looking for a fight. Yabby. Smoke isn't going to obscure his vision. He takes the fight, but he goes down as well. Right now, the individual's looking much better on one side of the server.
I think you're right. And this is another very clean one. Just a heads up duel there towards middle. 1 smoke deployed. It looks like Heat have got full control of the bomb site. A throwaway grenade does do
big damage.
Substantial damage towards body, but we'll see whether they can get one more. If stavn can get a kill towards the B steps, maybe it's worth going for. Otherwise, it'll be more of the same. Hold on to what you've got. Move forward into the next round. Exercise looking dangerous here. If they commit, he's going to be on the backstab, and that's when they're in a lot of trouble. Here he comes. Double kill, Chad. That's going to be yet another round going in favor of HEET. You can see why they've picked Vertigo. You said their T side looked pretty handy, and I tend to agree.
Yeah, against Ensis, when they started getting a bit more aggression in them, they were more confident in the fights that they were taking. That Dust 2 game, Afro took a really long time to get out the gates. He was struggling just to find kills in general. But we've seen in the last couple of days that these players have it. And I think that, unfortunately, with how blurry Counter-Strike's gotten, I think that the general expectation from the public is these players are meant to come to a LAN event and just perform immediately. And well, we know from the years of experience we've got playing LAN events and going to bigger events that it's going to take time, right? Just getting used to the type of computers that are available, or the monitors, or the desk setup. Whereas a team like Heroic or a team like Astralis, they play at ESL events every day of the week, right? So for them, they're used to the setups. Everything is kept as eidetic as possible from event to event, so it feels standardized. You get the same amount of room. For these guys from HEET, for a few of the names, right? Especially Exercise, definitely Afro, definitely Jocko. Those individuals, this is new territory for them.
And luckily for them, they're getting lots of hours on the server right now, building up to the RMR after this tournament as well. And they seem to be getting stronger and stronger. It's great to see. I think a lot of people had them down as the team that wouldn't really do much damage. No disrespect to FTW, maybe a similar sort of vein to them, or an Endpoint, for example. The same sort of vibe coming into this, especially after their initial losses. But anything but right now, taking down Astralis yesterday and looking for 2 Danish scalps here, Chad.
Yeah, there's also a playstyle conversation that comes in, right? Because you have teams like Complexity that are maybe a little bit more, I want to say, by the book in their approach, whereas Heroic seems a bit more all over the shop. Flash forward, seen this one before. Patsy from Spirit likes this move, but he normally pulls it off to great success. Afro onto TeSeS again, handling that. Seemed ready for it.
He's been great, hasn't he? Afro rarely misses, and once again, he'll strike first. 6-1 down, 5-on-4 in round number 8. This is getting a little bit awkward now for Heroic. They are getting wrecked at every facet of the game, especially in heads-up duels. And Afro, once again, going with a headshot through the wall. This time doesn't connect, but CT's left with a couple of smokes, a couple of incendiaries, and a man down as well. They're going to have to be a bit more proactive, perhaps, here, Chad. Or reactive, whichever way you want to look at it. I don't want to...
Are they reacting to the
They're reacting
lost
right now.
frag?
They're reacting right now, which is fair. So they are a reactive team as of this moment.
As of this moment.
Yeah.
But maybe at the start of the round, they were quite proactive.
True. I guess, yeah.
Maybe too proactive.
I'm still in between both camps. But, well, back to the 4-on-4. The reaction was successful. And a basic execution towards A, it seems. We have got the smokes being deployed. Nice HE grenade. And a missed shot from Cadian could spell disaster here. Might have to call him for a boost. We'll see. No HEs for the plant, but there is the incendiary as mentioned, and it does get a kill. So that's actually gone very well for them. Hate this swap from Exercise.
Yeah, it always seems so good.
Yeah.
But it always gets rumbled. So let's see if it's going to be different this time round. There are kits in play. There's no smokes, no flashes, nothing to work with here for Heroic other than bullets and bodies. They're going to have to get a move on. Has a kill from Katie, and they need to worry about Exercise. They didn't clear, and oh my god, it's worked. He's got 2. stavn will eventually take him down, but that's set. Body up. Bring this one home. It's just one more kill, and he's soaking time off the clock. Does stavn have enough time to get on that defuse? It's going to be very close here.
He's got it. It's comfy. It's no problem. And there we have it. That's all he really could do as well. Just charge down the player towards the A ramp. That one almost fell apart for them once again. Exercise with the double kill, almost a triple. Low HP. One more bullet would have secured that round, but that position works out for him very well indeed. And let's have a look at the replay. This is how it all kicked off. That reactive play after being 5-on-4. Josh pushing towards the B steps, brought it back to a 4-on-4 and pushes them in towards the A site. The incendiary to give them the man advantage. And then great work from Exercise, but not quite enough in the 1-versus-1. Heroic desperately needed that round, but can they hold on and start stringing a couple together here?
Flashed off Cadian. Couldn't see anything there. Jocko again using this gray screen to make his way in towards B lobby. It's hard to bully the B players like this, but they're going to walk up straight in, flash and go. Lots of players on the site here, but Jax, that is sharp as you like. Cadian wants to stall this one out behind the flames. He's going to get 2. Afro will trade him. It's a 2-on-3 situation, but HEET should have the side if they'd like.
Well, here we go then. No round is safe. Heroic keep it possible with the double kill from Cadian, but that's all they got on that B assault. TeSeS and stavn now. They have got the smoke, an HE for the plant, which has not come in yet, but Afro is looking so scary with the AWP. How do they avert his gaze? How do they break through into the bomb site? Flashbang deployed, body could swing, holds on tight.
TeSeS is about to flash here for stavn. It's going to come over the top of this air conditioning unit. It's in the air, stavn pushing forward, needs to find a miracle and can't. Maybe TeSeS needs to consider the save here. braves the fight with Afro. There's another one close. Body leering through the smoke. This is dangerous, but catches TeSeS off guard, and they're going to get up to 7 rounds.
And I dare say they might have sabotaged the finances as well. A B play through the smoke. Very nice flashbangs as well. Jax has looked like a beast this tournament. Remember that round yesterday on Dust 2? So good, so strong. Individually looking very sharp indeed. This was his first real entry into the game as well. He had 1 frag before this round, and that was excellent. World-class entry towards the bomb site. Decent effort there from Cadian as well. 2 very high-pressure kills. He delivers, he does his job. Unfortunately, the round was already tied up, and we'll go back towards middle here, and it is not necessarily the force buy, but some heavy investments coming in from the likes of stavn.
He's managing their finances quite well here. The flash forward is going to catch them off guard. It's getting sketchy for Yabi. He will take down Body.
Yeah.
Max loss bonus is in play, right? So Heroic are good at managing that bank balance. They know they can buy next round with these investments. The flash up towards construction. It will stall them out for now, but Jax, can he crack this one open again? There's flames at the feed. It will stall out this onslaught for now, and the rotation coming in. Cadian's taking down Jocko. Afro onto stavn, but we're still on board with Jax here, hoping to find a timing. It's TeSeS who does. Back and forth, the biff goes. This one is looking good right now for the Danes. They mop this one up. They'll find themselves some lovely upgrades, and what went from bad has now gone to good.
This is the fastest paced game of Vertigo I've ever commentated.
It's great.
This is nuts. That round ended at 1 minute 10. So
more of this, please.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great. Really fun to watch. And we'll get into a tactical timeout just to slow things down a little bit there. As we'll see Afro, some nice shots there, but even better from TeSeS. Cadian doing everything he could to hold on to the round, and finally they come out on top. It is going to be 7-3, a much-needed round there for the Danes. They recover 3 AK-47, so not quite the flush, Chad, but we're getting there.
Okay, yeah, there was a conversation on Reddit about that yesterday. The people at home were getting involved. There was some funny suggestions in the mix as well. So thanks to all of you who got involved in that chat. But Cadian continuing the strong performance here. 8 kills for him. The desk were highlighting his statistics so far in this event. Cadian definitely gets a lot of scrutiny in this team for not delivering. He plays a high-impact role of being the AWPer as well as the in-game leader, and you're going to have to deliver when you play positions like that. Only a few men have ever done that successfully.
Well, we enter the next round here. Tactical timeout is over, and HEET have decided to go for a quad nade towards the top of the ramp here, Chad. Doesn't connect, but certainly lets their presence be known. They're taking a lot of damage now. They might even get the first kill. We'll see. TeSeS takes a lot of damage there from the Glocks, but taking care of business are Heroic as they go into a 5-on-2. That's going to be round over. Starting to get on their feet somewhat. They can still win this half. It's been a rough start for sure, but it is the opponent's pick. And first game of the day, lost a pistol and found themselves in a difficult, tricky spot, but this is looking much more confident for them.
Yeah, fortunate to be alive there, both TeSeS and stavn, with how much damage they sustained right there. But just having a quick look at the utility damage here, stavn, he's been getting multiple kills with different variations of Molotovs or grenades. He's at 333 utility damage so far. And next closest in the server is going to be Shush on 192. With Cadian with 114. So the 3 of those over 100 utility damage. Afro's done all right as well.
On the T-side sniper for this sort of only after 10 rounds, 120 is not bad at all.
Pretty good indeed. So yeah, keeping tabs on that. It's always a fun talking point there. But we'll remind everybody at home, yet again, if you want to get involved in the conversation for Pro League, use the hashtag EPL, hot takes, and make sure you tag us, tag Yanko, tag Trace, Kassad, everybody over there in Katowice, and send your hot takes through. Might end up on the broadcast getting discussed. A conversation point is the bomb bait it's unusual.
I've never seen that before. Let's throw the bomb over. He's trying to suggest it's a grenade or
just having fun with it.
Just having a bit of fun.
Is it going to type to Cadian in a second? Check scoreboard.
I forgot about the whole check.
Was it check tab? What did he say?
No, yeah. Boy, is it guys?
Press tab.
Press tab.
Press tab. Yeah, that's good banter.
After the teabag came in.
It's probably about as good as the banter can get these days. You can't be as venomous as we once were.
As you mentioned, it is publicly available now on the scoreboard, so I have to be quite careful with the all chat.
Yeah. People are keeping tabs. Someone's making a video about it somewhere to be some form of drama report. Don't you worry about that. The TMZs of Counter-Strike will get on it.
So, Jocko with the Galil this time, and we'll see whether Yabi's front-facing lean there towards middle will actually yield a kill. It certainly does. Exercise waiting into the generator unit taken down. So you can see they're starting to feel themselves now. Not just going to sit back and wait. This is much better. Heroic in front foot once again. We'll see a nice grenade delivered down there. No one to receive it though.
Okay, well, bubble them out in tears. neither really finding a whole lot, but the number advantage is very nice. Yabi was in and out, and is now got a complete reposition here, so I feel like he will be stalled out for some time. They're going to throw out a lurk smoke now. This is helped grant a little bit of control up towards scaffolding. Finally, one of the grenades will land, and that one's done a decent amount of damage. Jackson, Jocko feeling the brunt of that. Now slinking back into a bit more of a passive stance. You can see all towards connector elevator room. They're going to get this boost going. They have plenty of utility left to harass the plant. Mollies, HEs, retake smokes available as well. So it's just about reconfiguring this defense heroic in time. I like the smoke on the ramp. This is going to give Afro a couple of options. Not only can he peer over it like this, can also transition towards the sandbags, which is a power position to hold with these A executes.
Yeah, you're dead on there. That's a very nice smoke for sure. But fading away now, they'll receive an incendiary towards the sandbags and be removed from the spot. The smoke themselves have a gap here to work with. Afro taking considerable damage there. That's the final blow from TeSeS. 5 on 3, 20 seconds remaining. They'll throw whatever they've got left in towards the bomb site. A Molotov for the boost position, maybe. Indeed, that's where it's going. And Body to swing on this and hopefully open things up. I dare say he'll get this kill. But Cadian resets, more than ready for it. But here we go. A couple of frags found. Bomb to be planted. Things getting uncomfortable now. Well handled in the end. No problem at all, chap.
Yeah, time and pressure there really against Heat. But they still have this lead. Is likely to be another half investment here, maybe just a couple of upgraded pistols considering where the loss bonus is at and no plant coming through. So Heroic have a good opportunity to draw this to a one-round game.
This is the opening kill from Yabi. Can be a nice little maneuver if you're solo playing towards middle. Got the AK-47, as we mentioned. It gives you that one-tap potential. They won't be expecting it. And Cadian, massive shots required, high-pressure situation, and he delivers. Closes out the round as well, and we might have yet another eco for Heat as Heroic closes the gap
as well. Matt Hend, the coach here.
Yes.
Played in LDLC and teams that he likes throughout the French scene for some time. He's here. He's quite animated as a coach. I do like to see it. Speaking with the hands.
Slow it down.
I do like the speaking with the hands. We're going quite fast.
We're only having these rounds for 20 seconds or so, lads.
It's the fiery French.
True. That's what you like to see.
Yeah.
Bit of passion.
Bit of biff. Bit of bosh.
Fire in the belly, you know.
Well, Henry, we're in September now.
Okay.
And as we're on Twitch,
right,
which is where we do broadcast ESL Pro League, it's September. They've been witty with the words.
Now tell me what September means.
So we obviously have a lot of different creators in Counter-Strike, right? We've got a bunch of different streamers. You know, there's a lot of been doing it for some time. We mentioned KRL yesterday. He's one of them, right? He's obviously doing a lot of French stuff, but we've got who else is up there? Get Right. He's doing a lot of streaming.
Morris is doing it now.
He's doing some 1.6 stuff.
NES.
Kenny loves a bit of streaming. The Frib has been in the mix. Maniac gets in there. Pimp, of course.
Pimp, of course.
There's a bunch of them, right? Loba doing his Faceit games. There's a lot of different content creators out there. It's not just the true. He's one too.
Yep.
It's not just the content we're putting on here. So in September, if you're feeling the love for one of your streamers, then would be a good time to show up because some of them are getting up to semantics. Yesterday, Forrest was put on his old SK jersey from 11 years ago.
1.6?
And was playing 1.6.
That's sick.
And this is the thing, Counter-Strike, right? We haven't necessarily had the... Oh, Flom is... Flom as well is another name. You know, he loves a bit of it.
Big love.
Cooper, Freakazoid, there's a whole lot of them. This round's actually on. Jack's going to get another kill here. I really feel it. Junkie boy, he's feeling himself. Look at the Deagler. It's out to play. It's his choice of weapon, and he's over towards CT spawn.
Yeah,
how is this one falling apart?
Work from Jax, but it might not be quite enough. It's down to TeSeS towards Short, who does get the double kill response, but oh no, Exercise there with a chance. But Jax continues his rampage here with his third kill. All headshots with the Desert Eagle, the hand cannon firing on all cylinders as he comes down the corner. Surely he doesn't hit this one. It would have been amazing, but there it is. Still a statement performance there from Jax, letting the world know what he's still capable of. Wow.
Yeah, that was a little something right there, wasn't it?
What were we talking about?
We were talking about September, but we should have been talking about... I'm trying to do something with Jax and Deeg.
Yeah.
My brain's not quick enough today to combine those two words together.
It's a difficult combination of words.
It's not a Juan Deeg, it's a Jax Deeg, and that isn't an easy link to make. But yeah. Remember, they still have this 7-round haul on the T side of Vertigo. If they can grab one more going... it's the grenade damage again. It's the bloody grenade damage again.
A lot of grenade damage. That's 95 before they've seen anyone once again. Does he push through the flames? That's an important battle there, but everyone seems to be okay for now. Back to a 5-on-5. Mid seems to be the port of call. They've had great success in this area. There's been no real response when they go towards middle. We've seen this smoke before. It smokes off the sandbag on the left-hand side for anyone creeping down, and of course takes vision away from CT spawn as well. So we'll see that smoke deployed momentarily. A Molotov behind it as well, and allows them to push towards CT if allowed. But Shush will be answering back towards the B steps, and that's going to be body removed.
Shush has had a rough one here. Only 4 kills, 4 assists.
Yeah.
As I said, he will grab another.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
I did like the little movement right there to grab himself a new angle, but Jack's one step ahead. Interesting to see what he saw through that smoke. As an opportunity still was exercised on the mid box. Makes his presence known. Wants to grab another angle here for a fight, and maybe he's coming to clamp down on this. So the double swing from Heroic will send him packing for now. You can see him backing off completely here. Might want to regather with his teammates towards B. The flash in KDN's face. He's just swung away, and Yabby, he goes down. Isolated is KDN. Jax has grabbed another. The bomb's going to get planted. A 4-on-3. Falling now in favor. It's another piece of utility perfectly placed. Jax starting to burn. We'll have to dip off. The rotation, it's going to come in. The back line's down. He may have done enough here. It's up to TeSeS now on this flank.
Yeah, and he's taking a while as well. Trying to come in as silent as possible. Still has time to work with here, but he does need backups down. They've got no grenades. They have got the kits, of course. Freebie coming in. Now down to the 1 versus 2. Afro with a great job on the first interaction. Can he close things out, though? Just needs to buy time. It's ticking away. The kill has to come in for TeSeS in the next couple of seconds. But it's a wonderful shot there from Afro. He's dishing out haircuts himself, and it's going to be TeSeS removed. Brilliant round there from HEET after taking so much damage at the start.
Imagine how many rounds they could have won if they're not taking, what, 100 nade damage at the start of every single round. I'm going to do the calculations here when we go into halftime, but there are 2 members on Heroic with over 200 utility damage. There is 1 member with over 300, and there is someone with 460.
460. Oh my days.
We did this math the other day, and it was like at 1,100 or something. Yep. I forget which team that was. I think this is going to outdo it here today. Might be outdoing them Heroic, but they're down in rounds. Have to salvage the half here.
Winning the half is great news for HEET. They started off in this group as the underdog, and now they're biting harder than ever. As we'll see this boost come through. Don't see it too often these days. Lots of free fires towards this spot, but Yabby gets away with a bit of a freebie there. Exercise didn't see it coming, and it's another man advantage for Heroic. Round 15 here. No saving allowed. Plenty of time. Mid didn't work out for them, and same story at the A ramp. Body removed very early on. So this is Heroic's round to lose at this stage. They would do well to lose it. KDN, nice position, bit of an off angle, and will come out on top. That's Afro taken out of the equation.
This is going to be a rough one to win right now, and I imagine if anything is going to take the wind out of HEET's sails, it's the fact that the second half of this half has almost been one-way traffic for Heroic here, who do salvage the half, 8-7 on the CT side, but it was a great start for HEET. The pissed around, the conversions, a lot of situations where they were down a man and they were able to still pull up around, so great work from the Frenchman.
Absolutely true, 8-7 a half, but a lot of counter-strike to go. We'll be back after this.
KDN is one of the most recognizable faces, not only when it comes to Danish, but also global CSGO. Known not only for leading Heroic, but also for how he celebrates his team's successes. But leading and celebrating aren't the only things he's renowned for. He's also a very efficient player. Let's travel back to IEM Gamescom 2015 and the match between Renegades and KDN's SK Gaming. He needed just 2 bullets to stop 4 advancing enemies.
Flashes are coming into B. They've gone with a bit more tempo. Oh, double shot! Takes down Yaman Sponge. He was missing earlier, but I suppose he makes up for it. Taking 2 with 1 bullet there. There's Cadian again! Oh my god! 2 bullets, 4 people for Cadian. Pretty fantastic stuff. And we said Cadian needs some confidence back, and well, if you if you need confidence, I don't think it gets much better than that.
Welcome back to the Mediterranean shores of Malta. Jax is feeling it. Cadian's feeling it. Are you feeling it at home? Let us know as we get into the second half between Heroic and HEET, and we're splitting it right down the middle once again, chat. 8-7. HEET have the lead after their T-side campaign.
And it's happened to me again here, Henry. Somehow, TeSeS has been able to go into half-time with a quiet 18 kills and 9 deaths.
Okay.
And I don't know how it's happened. He's obviously been finding traction, but he wasn't blowing me away by any means. So a quiet 18 in the first half from TeSeS. Let's see how quick he can chase down a 30 as he's head and shoulders above the rest of the server right now. The next closest is on 11, so 7 frags separating him and the next. And I was just having a little look at that utility damage. It was over 1,400 utility damage for
That's a new
Heroic
record
in the first half. Well, that's as far as our records go, which is 2
you
games.
And I. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But where we've been keeping track, it's a new record.
So I also am seeing a new record here on the CT side. 1 set of Kevlar.
All right, so a technical round for the CTs.
Okay.
That's for exercise. He's got the dual Beretta, so at least they have an extra gun to bring to the party.
Yes. And all these HE grenades is to stall out plants, but we see how good teams are at fake planting and avoiding nade damage. So,
well, that's maybe you're like 1 step ahead of that. You're not going to use your grenades until the 3rd fake plant comes in.
Or maybe HEET, they heard the stat line about the utility damage for Heroic and thought we want to do better than that. So they're going to start from the pistol here.
Well, Heroic, 1 flashbang for them. They have gone for the Kevlar here. They've got a P250 for stavn as well. Very handy with that weapon. They've got a decoy to speak of. And you can see Jocko, even after 1 shot with the Glock, he's down to 70. The armor will be an issue. Very squishy.
Be quite careful here. You have the single defuse kit for the team, and on the ramp might be the worst position.
To lose that one.
Starting to back off now. The thing is, because Heroic don't have set smokes here, it is likely they go a little bit more aggressive with the fight. They're not going to be able to just smoke and plant, and that means that the grenades for HEET might not come into play.
You're right. It's going to be like a swarm sort of pounce mentality at this point. You've got 1 flashbang. You're going to try and get as much control as they'll allow towards short and, of course, the ramp. You're throwing 1 flash in. You've got no cover. You assume they're playing defensively on the pistols, and you've just got to hit your shots. You've got to get in there, overwhelm them with the Glocks, and he's spamming away. They've been spotted now, so presumably that flashbang will come in right about now. There it is. They have to try and get on the side. There's the fake plant. Chad, we talked about it, and first grenade baited out. So they'll get another one, though,
That's an issue, though. If they knock him off, if they're able to knock him off, the other nade's too late. The bomb's gone down. All these HEs are in vain. Sure, they get the kill, but has to be retake smokes with a defuse. But remember, Jocko's low. If Cadian gets a kill right now, there's so much pressure. They have to deal with him. He's buying time.
3 HP, and he absolutely has. They got the man advantage for now, and the kit, that's down. P250 spamming away towards the boosted position, and stavn is getting the job done. Jax finally silences him here. We're back to a 3 versus 2. Remember, Katie in the back lines as well. You can see Jax aware of it, and yeah, he has no chance at this point. He might be able to get one more kill out of this, but he needs a reload. He's got 1 bullet left in the clip. And there we have it. Nice work from Heroic. As we kind of explained, that one flashbang, pouncing onto it, the fake plants coming through. They managed to bait out 1 grenade at least, but there's still 2 remaining. Unfortunately, the CTs couldn't deploy them in time. The bomb gets planted. Cadian backstabbing as well towards middle. He manages to get a kill. And the fact he stayed alive, that was the all-important fact. You see, Jax couldn't get comfortable in this scenario because he knew Cadian was coming for him.
Now, that strategy, as we mentioned, it makes sense if the smoke walls are up, because then the CTs can set up their grenades behind. They're not worried about getting pushed or picked.
Yep.
It means you have a few more extra areas to get the grenades in from. In this scenario, it was too technical, and Heroic kept it too simple. So you can't be as malleable. That type of a purchase, you've only got a few options in how you're going to apply that utility.
And we saw how much damage they were taking to the start of the round. Even peaking the A ramp, they were, what, lost 60 HP from a couple of body shots from the Glock there. But speaking of body shots, it's going to be USPs coming out on top here. What on earth just happened? Afro doing God's work here, and they've got a man advantage and presumably recovered a couple of rifles at this point. Yabido has confirmed the B bomb site is clear, but
Rocco's quick.
on their tail, he's making a lot of noise though. Oh yeah, Shush will be aware of it. He made way too much sound.
Yeah, and in that type of situation, right, this is what you see a lot of the top teams do now. I see Jocko, he's trying to make that type of a play, but with a map like Vertigo, where the lower and upper decks are directly stacked above each other, you're going to hear all the sound cues, right? And in this situation, having the Galil going forward, or if he did just chill and get another kill on exit, it probably would have been worth more than him just running in and dying like that.
Yeah.
His percentage chance of winning the round from that move is low. If he finds the space and gets the kill, sure, you can have a different argument here, but it's not a percentage play. This is how it started. They just literally leaped off Crane.
Oof, nice work there towards scaffolding as well. Yabi, though, saving the day, confirming the bomb site's clear. Shush, obviously hearing the footsteps of the rotation as well. But here we go then. We are off to the races. It was HEET that started off their T-side campaign with a 4-0 start, and we'll see if Heroic can replicate that. Currently up 2-0, but up against the M4s, and FAMAS is now lots of flashbangs and presence towards middle. We have got Jax towards that position, but he just wanted to show presence at the start, and he's now falling back to bolster the B bomb site.
When Jax was playing middle when he was on G2, I think it was one of his better positions, the same as when he was on ramp as well, because he's great at some of these awkward off angles and just bopping heads. So we'll see if that comes to fruition here today under the HEET banner, but into Jocko, and he's going to peek out on the flash. Perfect setup from Afro there. Going to be one and traded. Body goes down without a fight. Now it is just Afro, the good flash. Now it needs to be a couple of good frags. 12 bullets this, and they've actually slinked back. He's stalled the push for now.
I'd say it's a bit of an advantage for HEET considering how low stavn is, but still 1 minute on the clock. Exchanging utility here, given the smoke grenade, and Yabi explores towards middle. This is the key frag. This might decide the round. Who will come out on top? It's Jax. Said he was handy in middle. Seems to know his angles, and that's advantage now thoroughly in favor of HEET. So smoke towards the construction area. Molotov doesn't quite land. And they're in a bit of trouble here. Is this a bit of a fake? Are they hoping to go towards A through middle?
Go A now. They know Afro was the A holder. If there's a bit of a giddy up right now from stavn, he might be able to get a little bit of room. See, down the ladder goes Shush. There's a smoke and a HE available here. A secondary HE picked up from stavn, and Shush is actually going back towards the B bomb site. That means that stavn needs to completely sell this fake, and just with presence alone should be able to do it. You can see them relinquishing control of B. Shush is going to walk in.
So stavn doesn't necessarily need to kill. He's only got 14 HP.
He's done the job.
Yeah, he's done more than enough there. The bomb we planted for him, I suppose, towards B steps. And here we go. No kits available on the CT side, but they are there relatively quickly. A lovely HE grenade there, and it's going to be Jax sneaking through. And that should be the job done unless something remarkable happens here for stavn, and that's a good start for him. He can maybe get the second kill, but a decent effort is thwarted by Exercise, who will be taking that third round.
That's something that Heroic does really well. I know they don't convert the round there, but teetering between both sides like that, right?
That's good.
They understand they have to play with their opponents in these type of situations. They're going to rotate together, or they isolate one-on-one fights. This was the opener right here. It was good for Jocko to get one. Then Body swings out wide, and Cadian deals with him, but you were right. It was Jax with this presence of mind push, and then this swing around the world here. It's a risky move, but sticks the landing and hits an absolute blinder of a shot there. Sends Exercise up to clutch, and he will. So well handled here, and Body knows what that one means. 9-9, we're all tied up. Map number 1.
Well, there is going to be a buy and response here. Heroic will bring out the AK-47s, but a couple of Deagles, but don't know that for you. They can be very, very good with these particular pistols here as we go back towards the A ramp. See who comes out on top. No one wanted to misstep first. They're just showing presence there. Heroic. allowing the CTs to deploy their utility. They're not going to be fighting it just yet, but Exercise will take advantage of the lack of presence towards B, so he can get himself in a really awkward position for them. More than a one and done for sure. That's a multiple spray down with the AK-47 in hand as well, so they need to be very aware. They've relinquished that control towards the B side of the map.
Normally players would tuck in a little bit deeper.
Right, we saw other players getting, I think it was Zyro getting right behind the actual sandbag itself there and finding a very, very awkward spot, but let's see what Afro can make of this. He is hunting for intel here. Might get more than he bargained for. Equal trade. Does get KD and Elise. Removes the captain. Body really up for a fight here, it seems.
Yeah, well, guns available for everybody now if they can get this M4. Body, you have to be careful. You only have 20 bullets in that, and they're even going to chase you down with utility here. So that one's going to land plonk on top of the head, and the push from B. This could be the difference maker. Exercise playing to contain. You love to see it. Free Jax up for a rotation point here. They're going to hedge that it will be the A finish. TeSeS now, the man forward. Yabby found the timing. TeSeS can pop up. He's up to 20 kills. Make that 21. Axel gets down through the smoke. The bomb's loose, but it's time to plant. But remember, the flank's still in play.
They do have an incendiary, but you're dead on here, Chad. This is what it all comes down to. Exercise doesn't quite find the timing here, but they still have no idea. A beautiful sequence. He was patient all round. He walked the entire way from the B bomb site. He was removing the possibility of retreat towards B as well, doing so much in that round. Closes things out as well and holds onto those AK-47s. That's a huge round for them to win, a couple in a row. And that should be breaking the back financially of Heroic here at $3,000 per player. Looking great for TeSeS. As you mentioned, gets himself the 21 kills. Jax has been such a nuisance for them. A thorn in their side time and time again, finding impact after impact frag. And he's looking happy as well. Smiles all around here at Pro League.
Well, Jax has gone deep in some of the biggest tournaments in the world. This guy has so much experience that if he can bring the good vibes that he was known for in that G2 roster, lift the spirits, help guide these players of HEET in a new environment, we're starting to see the fruits of that labor now. They're in the lead again, just by one round, and a timeout has been called. Discussions need to be had, and you can see Katie and the man in the middle there just having a chit-chat. They're going to try and keep the economy low here. An investment into an AK head armor, a smoke as well for TeSeS. Light purchases for the rest. Going to hover around that 2K mark. So a plant here would be great.
Well, the way TeSeS is fragging right now, you can't be too mad of this one. I'm sure he can find a kill or two and get them closer towards the bomb site. We'll see. As we head towards B once again, need to be careful of those grenades, boys. And they'll take a lot of damage. It tastes their own medicine there. Yabby down to 72. Shush with no armor. He'll sit at 60. So it's the AK-47. Remember, just one to work with there. And he somehow got a kill. Where's that? Afro has been deleted somewhere.
Over towards A, so man down. Still the advantage of the weaponry. U2 also in their favor. And Exercise does have the backup. Jax with a flash ready will initiate the fight. There's the dead body over towards A. Not seeing a whole lot, but the U2 coming over. That's going to put him on high alert. Drop to defensive smoke, a flash. The pistols are going to love this, though. They can get close. They can be a real problem now, and they're on top of each other. Exercise, he stands up. He's in the thick of things, and he will go down. A missed smoke. You can see that one in the sky right now, but it's not going to deny the plant, but flanks on flanks on flanks. It's Jocko this time. He needs to strike. He needs to cause a bit of a ruckus here with the flank. Body, in the meantime, has been able to take down two. Jax comes in and they handle it. That flank, it was actually perfectly timed. It meant that Heroic had to go forward.
And they were hoping with that early kill, I suppose, taking down Afro, there wouldn't be a chance of a flank there. They thought TeSeS would be waiting the AK-47, but Jocko, he thought otherwise. Pushing all the way around, made the retake very easy indeed. And sure, they managed to get the bomb plant down and get a couple of kills there, but unfortunately TeSeS with 3,600 is still going to be difficult buys going forward, but a very decent effort all the same, and just remarkable work on this retake. Jax is looking very, very good, I have to say, enjoying his contributions in the last couple of days. He's in peak form as we get into round number 21 here. Some concessions to be made. You can see TeSeS has been dropped the AK. Shush will take the Galil, and we'll get into it. Significant damage towards Yabby at the start. Seems to be a common trend here on this matchup. Speculative shots down towards the bottom of the A ramp. Oh, wow. Fantastic grenade, though. Cadian really feels the full brunt of it, down to 46, and TeSeS just making sure that no one is positioned close range, and actually might even just go for a quick kill at the start.
Yeah, trying to change the pace up here a little bit.
I think he might be going for off this flash, see what's available. Here we go. They've pulled the trigger, they've caught them out off guard, and this is actually looking very good. Jocko, the last line of defense, and you're right, a change of pace. A change from the default, not going through the motions that you might expect. There's no execution there, just a single flash, one smoke goes down, and it's actually the cleanest round they've had so far.
Yeah, an active lurk here from Yabi, not just playing a contain, actually looking to rip these rifles away. We need to take a bit of stock right now. Jocko, Body, Afro, their cash is very low. Jax and Exercise, they don't have a lot of residual here either. Remember, loss bonus into the next round will be bottom of the barrel. Yabi should have a free kill if he continues this jump up. There it is, spotted and dead. So he knows that player had to have been boosted. Now, was it at the start of the round or did it just happen? Oh, it doesn't matter now. stavn will find the final kill. And look, they're going to have to buy. They have to buy here. Let me try and do the maths on this. They're going to get 1,900 into the next, so 1,900 is going to bring them up to around 4K on all of the players. So maybe they don't have to buy here, but traditionally you would see teams go for the purchases, but this is the swarm on towards the site. Perfectly played here from Heroic to get themselves up to double digits. And it looks like they are just going to take the save here on the Heat side of things. So 1,900 into the next round. They're fortunate that most of the players have above 2K. We'll keep them at the 4K mark, but this is the problem now. With the next buy round for Heat, unless they can save a gun or two here, they're going to be light on utility. So they're not going to be able to defend in such a stalwart fashion, at least being aggressive towards the ramp in the same way with their mollies, with their smokes. Maybe a triple boost. Let's have a look.
Always enjoy the boost. Now, oh, what a turnaround from TeSeS that was. Good Lord.
He's having a daily off,
It's up against just the USPs, but he was not even looking in that direction. First bullet accuracy off the charts right now. 5-on-1, Jax will not be saving a weapon, Chad. I can tell you that right now, but we'll see whether he can do any sort of damage. But very clean. Lovely work from Heroic. Starting to warm up now, looking like scary units. We sit back and wait here. Jack's being patient as well. They'll be discussing their options for the next round, making sure they've got everything covered. I'm sure we'll see an Afro AWP, but the money will be low, as Chad mentioned. So we'll see what they can do with a Joker with a lot of cash. So might need another tactical timer here just to confirm the economic landscape. But there's the AWP picked up by Jax, and
might even use it, you know?
Could do, actually. You're right.
Because he's shown that he is the secondary AWP for this team,
Sure.
which catches a lot of us off guard.
Yeah.
But also over towards A, it's not a necessity. I think towards mid or B, the AWP can find some traction.
Yeah, especially towards middle. Just having one person there who can rotate towards B as well and just back them up. It's a very strong turret-like style you can be deploying. Exactly like this. You can just hold this defensive line. Very difficult to flash you off it. And a bit of a boost here towards B. Faster pace once again here from Heroic.
I just want to point out for everybody how particular they were, where they stood for this boost. Just so everybody at home, it's not as simple as, hey, just jump up. You need to make sure same with the boost on the left-hand side, guys. I want to talk everybody through this. On the left-hand side, when you're doing the boost, the guy who goes on top of the pole, he's the guy going on top.
Right.
Just so everybody is aware, he gets the nice little quick jump up. I know a lot of people get confused with that, but it can be quite simple. And that too, Afro, keen eyes like a Maltese hawk here. They kept it away through the smokes, down low, TeSeS as well. This is trouble now for Heroic.
So, they might only be on a 5-4, but so much damage has been dished out from the M4s here of Heat. As we'll see that Molotov towards elevator. We saw that earlier in the tournament as well. Very cheeky. And there's quite significant damage there towards Jocko as well. So successful. They get a sound cue from that. So aware the players were in that spot at least as they head back towards middle, I would assume. Maybe a B split going in here, but Shush setting up the smoke. This will be for first Jenny, I believe.
Yeah, and they missed the one for the other side. So let's see if they've got that one fixed this time round. It was destined to be a B-side play now, and the smokes have landed as designed here. Jax smoked off.
That's a big kill.
Massive kill. A lot of pressure on this B-bomb site right now. It's going to be Exercise and Jax behind the smoke. AWP is the worst weapon for the job. If you can find a kill, that'd be great. He's in the thick of things right now. Jax up close and personal, but Shush pulls out the CZ75. But they're low on HP.
8 seconds remaining as well. Is there an HE to deny the plant? Not quite, and the bullets don't connect. And Shush wants to challenge once more on low HP. He'll be punished by Body. And once again, these flanks have been troublesome, to say the very least. That's a freebie, and stavn with almost no chance of winning this. Surrounded at this stage. We need pixel-perfect precision on each and every shot. It all starts here. Doesn't have any info as to where they are. Gets the advantage. There's the first headshot. So low, but Afro one step ahead of him and will be getting the defuse there. But they've made a lot happen there with very low HP players, Chad.
Yeah, it was a well put together round from Heroic here. Fortunate that that AWP was on the side. It just meant that Jax couldn't be as nimble as he liked. But this is great from Afro to open things up. Doing that type of a play through the gap of the top hole in there with just an M4. No need for the AWP for him, and Yabi caught off guard by the flanks. They've been a nuisance, right? He did on their CT side. In a lot of these rounds when they lose site control, actively had flanks. We've seen it from Jocko, Exercise, Afro now, consistently coming from behind.
Well, this is a great map so far. Anyone's game. All the players on the server delivering. We're having fantastic moments time and time again. We'll see if they can keep it up as we get into round number 24. Great way to kick up this series. TeSeS has been performing above and beyond for the squad. Investigating his options towards this A ramp, but a bombardment of utility and bullets will take him down. There's Afro once again coming out on top. 18 kills to his name now. Might even be on for a second. Let's say he will have it, but stavn will still bounce one back just in the nick of time.
He seems very calm, Afro. He doesn't
doesn't he?
Spaced out by the situation, doesn't seem to panic, just focus on that crosshair. Some real positive signs from him this event. Yabi turns the tide.
Hello?
Knife in hand.
What's going on there?
I think he was trying to find himself a different gun. Well, he's just lost his life, and Yabi doesn't know that Afro's here. It's going to be a pivot, and we said he doesn't get flustered. He will finish things off. Looks sketchy for a moment, but a 2-on-3 in towards B, and knife in hand again. This MP9, it's seen the info. The rotation is starting to come over. I don't know if they saw him.
No, they definitely didn't. He got a face full of information. His teammate Smoke, though, makes things a bit more problematic, but still gets the frag, and it's a clean round in the end. 13-11. One more buy, I would say, available for Heroic, but HEET are in touching distance of converting their map pick.
They're loving it now. Look at the smile on Body's face. They're getting fired up over there. Truly in this, having a laugh, enjoying themselves. It's good to see the players allowed to wear shorts today.
Yes, indeed. It is very hot out there. I think the guests noticed. We were very sweaty on camera. Unfortunately, we had a bit of a sunbathing session before we came up. Just trying to fill up on vitamin D, you know.
Well, we either sit out in the sun and it's hot, or we sit inside and it's hot.
Yeah.
You're hot wherever you are. It's hot when I'm sleeping.
Yeah, it's true. And humid.
It's hot everywhere here.
Yeah, but not for long, I suppose. Another month of this, and then we'll be back to a bit more, I don't want to say
regular
conditions.
It's not regular programming, is it?
It's just not sunny. It kind of takes the edge off a little bit, but I'm sure we'll miss it for sure. But here we go, round 25. As I mentioned, one more buy available for Heroic, but the loss bonus is starting to build up. They're at second stage right now as we get into it. What's the change of pacing here? It's Afro that looks way too strong in that A ramp. They don't have a response for it so far. He's just obliterating them. Wall bangs, utility, spray damage. It's very difficult to contain.
Yeah, just the smoke walls that they've been erecting down there. They've been blocking off Scaff. They've been smoking off the base of the ramp as well. It negates any of the one-way smokes. It makes it very difficult for the T side. So the introduction of the hamper smoke, I don't know the original name, but that's who I saw throwing it a lot. That is great utility damage here. Continuing on this T side. Exercise, fortunate to be alive here. We'll ping pong back over towards this A ramp, at least with TeSeS. Here's a nifty little flash that Cadian is lining up. Just so you all can note this one at home. You crouch in the back corner next to the bit of drywall propped up. Come on, Cadian, show everybody. Here we go. And it's a middle throw. So, there it is. Bosch won't get body, as you can see. He'll get shush.
Definitely not.
It's a good flash, maybe not for that angle.
Yeah, it doesn't cover everything, but Body seems to be aware of that. Bit of a freebie to kick things off and a boost as well to follow things up. When you've got the advantage, you know you slowed them down. A perfect little boost here, but stavn, again, one step ahead of it. This is now problematic with the CTs, receiving even more damage with the grenades, and they're starting to pinch out from short and the ramp itself. Good smoke deployment. And in terms of utility, CTs do have an incendiary to try and deny the plan. The nade's not bad either. He's done. He's gone. And that's going to be the bomb denied. Great work.
The flank again. The flank again here. Exercise. He's been rumbled already. 20 seconds left. This round's going to get chaotic. Heroic have to force the issue. They have to force the issue here. The fake. It might be the wrong call. They're not pushing the issue right now. They're not over-peaking. Cadian needs to step up. The in-game leader's grabbed one, but he's under so much onslaught, so much damage. There's nowhere to help him out here. Looking good as HEET are going to grab 14. Just one more round to secure at least overtime on their map pick. Look at this.
They're outplaying them right now. This CT side is a fortress, especially towards the A side of the map. They're not even getting close to a plant yet. They're panicking. Their smokes are going down. They're getting bombarded. Their flashes are not effective towards the A ramp. And yeah, Cadian's having to hit some spectacular shots to even get close. But it's Jocko just mowing them all down there. Big spray. And you can see what it means to Matten behind him. That's a huge round, and he knows it. Number 26 here, 14-11, hunting for map point. Up against Deagles, Tech-9s, and Mac-10s as Body looks to strike once again towards the A ramp. No early damage this time, but you can see Heroic. They want to try and bust through these smokes, but there's too many bullets coming in their direction. Have to change the approach towards middle.
There are 4 smokes, make it 5, now that another was just blooming over towards A in the early stage of this round, so much utility dumped.
Not bad this time, though. That's a perfect response, though, isn't it?
2
what can you do?
Molotovs.
Yeah, even if you go for the first one, the second one's going to kill you. Hands down. That could be the bomb being dropped towards the B side as well, but towards elevators we go. They're making a round of this at least, but Body quickly shutting it down. Just before I can even finish the sentence, we're down to a 3-on-1 where TeSeS has 1 point of health. He'll try and get a plant here if possible, but I would say it's not. Looking for a bit of a one-way situation here. There's the incendiary to deny the plant as well. Can't even get close to the bomb site. He has got a minute, but presumably he's going to be backstabbed at some point as well. It'll just be on nightmare mode. But using the smoke to his advantage, fake plant. Maybe should have just gone for it.
Either way, he's stuffed, isn't he? There's just no way out here for TeSeS. 1 HP and a 1-on-3. And Afro, well, he's chilling in spawn. I don't think he even needs to get too activated in this. This is a near impossible clutch. I would say it is impossible. If he had the AK, I could at least make a story for 3-1 taps, but now he has to do it even harder. And Afro, the flank is coming. It does get noted, but that's going to be 15 now secured for HEET. The plant is a positive, Henry, if I'm looking for one.
It's extra money for sure. $800 on top for each player. It means they can buy after fully investing into that round, but not with much. As you can see, that's like AK armor or Galil's and utility.
I think the best plays they did before was when it was Pouncy on A, but to do that, they will have to wait out all of the early utility usage from HEET over towards the ramp.
That felt more like it was out of desperation. They'd finally survived the bombardment at the start, and they're just like, right, should we just give it a go and just flash up there? It wasn't necessarily an execution. I agree with you. It certainly worked, but the way HEET are playing right now, I'll say it again, that they are outplaying them. They look like a better CT team at this stage. They look like they've got a great understanding of the map. They're hitting more shots, and it's Afro for me, especially this A ramp, has just absolutely obliterated them.
It's been a great showing. Yeah, I think when you consider the T side as well, it was comprehensive, it was well put together.
Bear in mind, I'm singing his praises on the CT side. He's not the one AWPing. It's Jax that's AWPing on this side as well.
Afro doing it with the rifle as well here and wants to shut things down now. HEET turn things around here in the Pro League group. They're about to pick a map off of Heroic here. A 3-on-5 advantage for HEET as they look to grab 16, and this has been quite the showing indeed. Short regress, this should be curtains right now. TeSeS seems away, he's had a great game. 18 kills in the first half, doing his best here in the second. Here comes Afro, steps out, ready for it, will grab one, sees the bomb, it's Body's turn, and the in-game lead is gonna get it done for HEET. 16-11 over Heroic. Map number 1 goes their way, and you can see what it means.
They've absolutely pantsed them there, Chad. They looked rock solid on the CT side, and it seems like the Danish teams can't handle the HEET. That is a great first showing in the best of 3. We'll take a break and be back with the desk. I need to go catch my breath.